Welcome back to the John Mendola Show here in WILK. 10:38 in the morning. Well, hope you're enjoying your Memorial Day weekend, that's for sure. A lot of athletes down there at the PIAA State Track and Field Championships. And Peyton, Montana out of Berwick got some gold yesterday, and not too shabby, that's for sure. A couple of silver medals we had, and how about Gavin Darcy up there at Dunmore with a gold medal in the javelin as well. So congratulations to them. We are going to talk Wyoming Seminary girls lacrosse coming up. But first, let's talk Wilkes University tennis. Head coach Chris Leicht joining us this morning. Good morning, Chris.
Hey, John. Good morning. How are you?
Good. Well, what a fine year once again for you and your tennis program. And team stuff kind of wrapped up in the last couple of weeks. And sensational job by both the women and the men.
Thanks, John. Yeah, we just got back maybe 2 weeks ago from the NCAA National Team Tournament. Both teams won the conference and qualified. Both won first-round matches and lost in the round of 32. So it was kind of neat to be top 30, Division III for both programs. It was cool. Well,
you keep it going. I don't know how you do it, but you do it. You do it with guys like Courtney Murphy, first All-American, unbelievable stuff. And you guys are having a great trip there in Tennessee.
Courtney, he goes by Jason, too. He's the first player ever to qualify for the national tournament. There's only the top 32 in the country qualify for the national singles event, so it's very, very difficult. There's a couple thousand Division III tennis players. So he qualified, so we came down here, won his first round, lost the number one seed second round, so he made top 16, became an All-American for our tennis program, first player in the history of the program.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. I mean, all the success you had, but the first All-American, and you still got a couple more years of this coming through. Talk about his talent level. What's he have that just is so special there for the Wilkes University tennis program?
Honestly, he's just a perfect all-court player. He had a great junior development program. Was a nationally ranked player in high school. He's really kind of enjoyed the team atmosphere, helped our team a lot, the number one spot. And his game, he can just do everything. He has a lot of weapons. He has no weaknesses, so he can really beat anybody in the country on any given day.
Well, it's great to hear, and talking a little bit about getting out there and recruiting other players of his caliber, because it's not going to stop. You guys, I know you want more every year, and everybody else is still gunning for you guys.
Yeah, Jason's been a big help in recruiting. When players come to watch practices and matches, that's the first thing they see is him and his ability, and to have the opportunity to practice with an All-American every single day really helps the overall team program. He pushes the other guys on the team to get better, and when they see him compete at the national level and be an All-American, recruiting our current players, alumni, everybody's more involved in the program. He's put our our team's been on the national map, but he's put us even more on the national map for tennis. So it's been a special year, for us and for him.
All right, we'll chat right now. Jason's with you, right?
Yep, Jay's right here.
Okay.
I'll put him on.
All right, we're talking Wilkes University tennis and Courtney Jason Murphy as we go here with the Colonels, and welcome into the show, Jason.
Hey, good morning, John. How are you?
Good. Well, congratulations. What a fabulous year. What's it like to be that first Colonel as an All-American in the tennis program?
It's a great feeling, honestly. I appreciate the opportunity to come here and play at this tournament and become the first All-American for my school for tennis. And, as great as it also comes with a little bit of pressure, to continue to keep building on everything that I've accomplished.
Well, talk about the experience you had the last couple days and some of that competition you're faced, and then now kind of taking it in and watching some of these players go.
Oh, yeah. The last couple days, that was great. Not only was this trip a good opportunity to play this tournament and try and do my best, but it's also a learning experience. I played the first round and had a good win against a tough opponent, and got to play the top-seeded guy in the second round. Unfortunately, I lost. But, like I said, it was a learning experience, seeing other top players in the country play and seeing what they maybe do well, and try and pick up on some of those things and, maybe even incorporate them in my game. And, like I said, it's a great opportunity to see all the other competition that's out there and, hopefully put my name out there and the school's name out there. So, yeah, it was great.
Well, you put some points up against the number one guy. Talk a little bit about getting some confidence and saying, hey, there's some things about my game that's pretty darn good.
Yeah, I gave him a little tough run in the first set. It was great to play against him and play against one of the top guys in the country, and also it was great to show and prove to myself that I could hang in there for a bit. He's a great player. And like I said, it was just more so saying, hey, I can hang with these guys. So it's good to know that, and for the next couple times around, knowing I have that in the back of my mind that I can compete.
Well, Coach Leicht has a tremendous vision and a knack of finding players that fit in at Wilkes University. Talk about how he kind of found you and getting you down to Wilkes University and what the recruiting process was like.
Yeah, Coach is great at recruiting top guys, and let's see. We met at a college showcase up in New York City, where my hometown is, and I also had a really good friend that graduated from the school also at Wilkes, so we were kind of close there, and from the college showcase we kept in touch, and I came down for a visit a couple of times and hung out, played a little tennis with some of the guys on the team. I got to meet them, and it was a great atmosphere. All the guys on the team were great, and I felt like I could fit in very well, and so he just has a good eye for catching good players and being able to have them fit in on the team.
Of course, you'll now be one of those helpers, I guess, with the next recruiting classes coming into Wilkes University. They're going to say, hey, I want to be like this guy who's an All-American, the first one in program history. Talk about what you try to influence now. A couple years under your belt, you'll be now a junior come the fall. Yeah. What do you think you'll have under your belt to try to talk to new players about?
I guess just the biggest thing is experience, and because with experience, you live and you learn. So the things I can tell the newer guys coming in is just maybe how to go about some things, or how they can kind of schedule their day, or what they should work on, and things like that. Just things of experience that I've kind of lived and learned from the last two and a half years, going into my third year. So it's good I can just pass that knowledge along, so they can kind of incorporate that into their life and game style early. That's all about the process of learning.
Talk with Jason Murphy, Wilkes University first All-American tennis player ever. And now that you've kind of played your game with some of the top players in the country in Division III, you're the wheels in your mind going this weekend as to what you need to work on to get that game even higher?
Oh, yeah, for sure. I already have a plan of, going back home and working on some things and getting ready for next season, and hopefully the ultimate goal, making it back here next year.
Well, we appreciate your time this morning with Coach Leicht down there in Tennessee. And
thank you.
We wish you guys a safe trip back and look forward to talking to you again.
All right. Thanks a lot, John.
Okay.
Great talking to you.
Yep. Jason Murphy. Again, Courtney Murphy, Jason Murphy here on the John Mendola Show. He is from Wilkes University. Of course, Coach Chris Leicht. Tremendous job with the program, both the women and the men, and All-American status this weekend, taking on the number one guy in the country. Won his first match, over to the second match, lost to the number one guy in the country, but had a pretty good run there for a little bit against him. So not too shabby, that's for sure. We come back, we're to talk Wyoming Seminary girls lacrosse. We'll get that up on the docket next here on the John Mendola Show. I want to thank our friends at Mendocino's Italian Specialties, located on Sanderson Avenue in Scranton. Let's take a time out and head out now to our local State Farm insurance agent, Jen Ricky Loophole. Break like a good neighbor. Jen Ricky Loophole is there. We'll be back here in WILK.